Hi, my beautiful, amazing Leo. This is going to be your November 2020 forecast. It's good for the sun, rising, and moon sign of Leo. I take a deep dive and get oracle messages for you. I get messages about health, career, and relationships, and then I do a general Celtic cross to look at the month as a whole. You can apply the Celtic cross to any part of your life. I will also do a love reading for you in a little bit as well. Again, this is good for the sun, rising, moon sign of Leo. It is general. It may not resonate with all of you. It will resonate with whomever needs to hear it the most. If you'd like to book a private reading with me, the link to my website is in the description below. You are my favorite sign, Leo. You're my favorite sign of all time. I have a whole channel dedicated to Libra and Sagittarius, but Leo is actually my favorite sign. Don't tell the other zodiac signs, they might get a little jealous. So let's take a look at this month. When I was getting into your energy, Leo, I wasn't surprised by some of the oracle cards. I feel as though November will, first of all, it's a time to focus on what makes you happy and your own self worth and self esteem and confidence. I also think that family and finances and resources will be a focus for you. There might be some um, like heritage, lineage, family, deep family, extended family will be a big part of your life in November. So keep all that in mind moving into the holidays. The first two cards that came out for, I also think some of you are recovering from a health issue, like a broken bone or a wound that's healing, something like that. I meant to tell you guys that as well. So any of you that are dealing with a health issue, November is still a time of healing. It's not a time to think, I'm recovered, I'm gonna jump back on the treadmill. You are meant to regenerate your body, but you're also meant to be healing for any of you with health issues, okay? So the cards, they wanted me to use the Mystical Shaman Oracle deck for you. I have not used this for any of the other signs so far in the November forecast, and your guides were very insistent. And I got the Witness and the Coyote. All that glitters is not gold this month, Leo, and you are being asked to pull back and just watch something as opposed to diving in. You might get tricked into doing something out of an obligation, or the coyote is a trickster energy, but the witness is an observer and he does not engage in life, and he cultivates an inner stillness. The message of the witnesses, we can be present in someone else's difficulties with stillness, as opposed to just jumping in and giving people the answers for them. So try to just have a witness mentality in November, hold space and let the world kind of spin around you. Just take a few breaths this month. You might feel like in November you're being pulled into some situations that you're meant to get solutions for or give someone advice. I think people, and you might mirror some people in relationships. This is about just holding still and holding space. And that'll help you make better decisions. The essence of the witness is the witness observes without engaging in any action. So hold still. Just let something unfold around you this month, as opposed to, you need to watch and gather some information before you dive in and deal with another person or some situations. And the coyote is the sacred trickster. The coyote puts us on a path that it's it's it sort of provides a detour for growth and understanding, but make sure he teaches you to beware of the shallow waters. The message of it is beware of shallow waters right now. Something or someone might pretend to be deep, but that does not make them so. No matter how seductive their superficial traits and how beautiful or sparkly they appear, all that glitters will not turn up gold, no matter how many wishes you make to change that. So there may be a situation that you're called to jump into or help solve in some way. I think you might be asked to help a person solve their problem. Don't let anybody do that for you either. You might be put on a divine detour that just read between the lines and look past the superficial in November. You're meant to just hold still and witness. What came out of the Soul's Journey deck for you, Leo, was happiness and self esteem. You guys are ruled by the sun. You guys are usually very, very happy people. This might be challenged somewhat in November. You may have a hard time deciding whether or not you're on the right path in a situation. You have a compass inside you. It's your feelings. I am aware that being happy means I'm on the right path. So if you're not sure if you're on the right path or not in November with a relationship or a job or where you live or whatever, just ask yourself, hold still and say, how am I feeling? Am I happy? If you're happy, you're on the right path. If you're not happy, you might be in a trickster energy and going down a wrong path. You might just need to also witness with happiness tells me you have to stand back and examine your emotions in November. Also, I have for health, Cayenne, build your confidence, and I also had self esteem come out. I possess gifts of the soul that benefit me and others. Believe in yourself. Your own self esteem and your self worth may be questioned. You may question that. It will be a time to focus on yourself, how you feel and how you feel about yourself. Remember that you possess gifts that benefit yourself and other people. You're important, you're worthy, you have something to contribute. Find things in your life that build your self-esteem and confidence, because that card also came out for health. It's time to build your confidence. You're meant to be focused in November on you and doing things that make you feel good about yourself. You might also need to be building muscle. I do have a strength card in the color oracle deck, but I think you're meant to be focused on things that make you feel mentally, emotionally, and physically confident. Running a parkour course helps with that. Completing something helps with it. It's time to focus on confidence, and also regenerate your body came out. This is a very specific message. It might not resonate with all of you, but someone in the collective needs to hear it. Some of you are healing from a broken bone, a wound. I also heard tattoo. Someone's recovering from something. It's a month of regeneration. Regeneration is where something is rebuilding and healing itself. So allow time for regeneration. It's time to regenerate your body, though, and build confidence. I think that this is really a month to focus on the self. I was reading the other day for, I think it was Libra, and they're meant to be focused on relationships around them and being giving. You're meant to be focused on yourself, your happiness, and your self-esteem. Just bear witness, watch out for the trickster energy. In regards to career and finances, 3 cards came out: facade, forgiveness, abundance. The first message I heard was something about debt forgiveness or taxes or something like that. Someone, a boss or an employer there is some kind of a money forgiveness or something about maybe owing someone a pension or a severance or something like that. There is somewhat of a facade, so watch out for that. Could be the coyote trickster energy. Make sure you're honest about anything regarding taxes, debt, stuff with your bank. Watch out for identity theft and stuff like that. Facade tells me that this could also be a person around you, like a boss or a coworker, that there needs to be a forgiveness between the two of you. Or someone may also, I'm hearing another message right now, someone may pretend that they care because abundance and money is at stake. Yeah, I just heard something also about like someone will pretend that they're sorry or whatever to stay on the will or something like that. So, but the first thing I heard was like something to do with like taxes or debt and ID and your identity and stuff like that. So, abundance is meant to be a focus. That's good, but it could be, I heard that's it, debt forgiveness, and being honest about where you are with finances. That may come into play in relationships this month. Speaking of relationships, romantic, familial, otherwise, I have a couple cards here that indicate family. So, and the 10 of Cups is here as a challenge, which is also long-term emotional stability and family and unity. So I think that family and children may be at the center of focus for relationships for you in November. I have clashing differences, incompatibility, and conflict. I think that's where the witness comes out. You and some others, one particular person or some family members or a friend, may be very different from one another. There's a bit of an incompatibility and conflict in November. You'll clash with someone, perhaps more than one person. Just be the witness. Hold still, look past the superficial like Coyote asks you to, and go deep within yourself, within other people. The advice when this card comes out is we don't live in an echo chamber. We'll all have our own opinions. Do you want to be right or do you want to be happy? But notice the differences and incompatibilities between yourself and others and ask, how can you deal with that? I think you're going to deal with it as the Queen of Swords. She's very direct. That's what the center of your Celtic cross is. Family, triumph, and security. So established. I think you guys will be meant to focus on family. I think there might be some clashing in an established family, and security and triumph and feeling established will be the focus. Someone, you could be married or focused on a relationship that involves that. I keep hearing family, marriage, children, but limit is here. Final straw, overload, breaking point. I think this will go down with family members or an established relationship. It could even be a career that you've been at for a long time. You will hit a final straw. You will hit an overload and a breaking point. It will just boil down to the differences in opinion and someone's need to feel established. It could involve finances and resources as well. And the trickster might be somebody saying whatever they have to do to get some financial support. That's what I'm getting at. Your advice is express your love. Go ahead and make the romantic gesture. Express love. Express positive emotions, not just negative. That will only make the clashing worse. So express love and positive emotions, especially with children and family, if there is love there, or ask that it's expressed to you. Don't focus on the differences. Acknowledge them, but focus on the love. Children, your love life is being affected by children. Family and children may be at the focus of a relationship in November. Also, someone could just be a little childish, or it could be an old childhood friend. I'm hearing cousins, aunts, family, kids involved. They want you to stay optimistic about love and relationships. Positive thinking and faith will bring you romance. Positive thinking and expressing love will bring you to a better place and counteract the clashing. Also, release your ex. The time has come to clear your energy. Someone needs to clear their energy. This could even be a person that you're connected to. You need to release the past. Stay optimistic. If there are kids and children and family involved, that needs to be addressed. And make loving gestures, okay? That's their advice to you. Let's get into your Celtic cross. At the center of it all, what came out for you guys is the Queen of Swords. Some of you may connect to a Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, but this could be you and your energy. The Queen of Swords is very independent. She has very unbiased judgment. She has very clear boundaries, and she very directly communicates. The Queen of Swords is a solution. She has this butterfly up on the top of her sworded discernment, which suggests a transformation. So the center of it all for you, you're either connecting to a person like this, or this is the energy you will be in, Leo. Focused on independence, you will have to be the solution to something. You're going to have to cut through the glitter. She will listen before she directly communicates. It will be a month of clear boundaries and not being influenced by your heart, staying in your head. The challenge, 2 cards came out and I let them fly. I always, whatever happens in your readings, I just let it happen. You're Leo, you're my favorite. You get whatever you want. So I let the 2 fly here. 10 of Cups to 5 of Cups. This does look like some regrets and disappointments with family. I think the challenge this month will be having a true completion that brings emotional stability, divine love, blissful relationships, harmony, and alignment. So focus on where are there any disconnects versus the connections, and try to make sure you focus on where you and family members and loved ones align in value. I see that you want a happy ending, but another challenge is just facing any regrets. The 5 of Cups is where we feel as though we failed. There's a disappointment and there's a pessimism. Focus on letting go of personal setbacks, forgiving yourself, and moving on from any past failures. Yeah. You could just find out someone's married and you have to be direct with them. It could be something like that. Let's see what else comes out. Spirit for Leo, Sun, Rising, Moon, Venus, or Sun, Rising, Moon of Leo for November. Show me the future, please. What is driving them? What will be getting them out of bed? The Page of Cups in reverse. Okay, I think you're going to feel a little vulnerable in a situation. This could be a child with the Page of Cups in reverse, but the Page of Cups in reverse has a new idea. He just doubts his own intuition. Watch for being creatively blocked up. Sometimes the pages in reverse deliver bad news or no news. So try not to deliver any bad news to people. The Page of Cups in reverse could be another person you're connecting to. This person could feel a little bit vulnerable. They could even be a little childish. This is also where we look back at our own broken dreams and allow those wounds to heal and try to get curious about all the emotional possibilities in our lives. If there's an apology that's meant to be given between you and another person, someone might be doubting their own intuition this month. A little afraid to dip your toe in the water with something, or someone's afraid of that with you. I do have the Two of Wands here deep within, so you're trying to make a decision to move forward. You're feeling invested in your future. You'll be making plans for your future in November. You want progress. You're in a mode of discovery. You have a decision to make. You just have to pick a path to move forward. The Hierophant is coming out in reverse for you. They want this to be up here. That's interesting. That's the family piece. Some of you have been connecting to a Taurus. If you've been connecting to a Taurus, it might not be going well. The Hierophant in reverse is a person that wants to march to the beat of their own drum. They're tired of the shackles of societal norms. They're tired of adhering to old ways, old traditions, the way things have always been done. The Hierophant believes he is his own best teacher and he wants spiritual freedom. Some of you may be deciding to leave a big job or a big company. Some of you may decide you don't want to finish university or something like that. Some of you are trying not to let your friends, your family, the way things have always been done, the system, tell you what to do. I think you'll be breaking free of those shackles. Don't cling to old ways. Also, some of you might be having less conventional relationship with someone else in November. The Hierophant in reverse wants to break free from the status quo. Okay. And do it their own way. Maybe you're worried that will hurt a child or family. Okay. That could even be divorce, but not necessarily. Okay. Following your own spiritual practice. Some of you may hit a breaking point with like your church family or your spiritual community as well. Okay, what is the action they will be taking? What action will Leo be taking in November? That's too many cards. Actions Leo will be taking. The Sun in reverse. Well, here you are, Leo. Leo, this is the most positive card in the deck, even in the reverse. So you might not be feeling quite yourself. The sun might be going down on something. You definitely need to lighten up a little bit. I see some of you getting in touch with your inner child here. You might actually be revisiting past childhood memories and family bonds. Those will maybe need to be addressed. The sun in reverse can sometimes mean we're overly optimistic or we're just feeling a little pessimistic about something. Try not to operate under a false impression in any way. You definitely need to get out and get a little bit more sun, probably. You just might feel a little down. Go for areas of your life that will make you feel good about yourself. You will need more clarity in some situations in November. Let go of your ego, move towards enthusiasm. Don't let pessimism get the better of you either. Don't let the bastards get you down. Some of you, I just heard you're feeling like you're in a training program or a school or something like that, and you're like, I don't know. You might miss your old job too. Okay, interesting. I'm getting cool downloads for you guys. How will Leo see themselves? How will Leo see themselves in November? How will Leo see themselves? The Ace of Swords in reverse. You really want to have a breakthrough, but there's something that you need to rethink. You'll be focused more on inner clarity. You might cut something off. I think that you see yourself rethinking something. I think you're ready to move forward and have a breakthrough in some part of your life, a new idea that will bring success. I think you need more information first. You may feel as though your judgment's a little clouded. Focus on inner clarity. You might not be feeling confident in a situation. You can do it. If it makes you feel happy and it's good for your self-esteem, you can do it. You may have a hard time with a communication. But that's why the Queen of Swords is here. She's the solution. She will discern the truth. I think you'll be focused on that inner clarity. I think you're very close to starting a new cycle too. Some of you may want to move and relocate. Some of you want to move away from family and stop being pressured by them. What are hidden factors that they're not aware of? Hidden factors that they're not aware of. The Queen of Cups in reverse. You could be connecting to a Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. This could be a person around you, or this could be you yourself. This could be your response to the environment, Leo, or this could be a person around you that you're connecting to. It could be a Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, or a water sign. The Queen of Cups in reverse is very in her feelings. She needs to focus on self-care and self-love. This person might have issues with codependency. They may struggle with emotional intelligence. They may have a hard time listening to their emotional intuition and creating a compassionate and caring environment for others. She needs to focus more on self-love and healing. So if that sounds like a person around you, just witness. Don't come in and rescue them. They need to focus on loving themselves first. You yourself may not be able to create the most emotionally stable environment for others because you need to focus on the self. Yeah. Okay. What will their hopes and fears be? This could also be a mother, a close friend, a sister maybe, or that's just you. Seven of Pentacles in reverse. So you're feeling a little impatient. This can be, all these can be turned around. All these cards are easy to turn around, except for the Hierophant. If you don't want to turn him around, you don't have to. The Seven of Pentacles is where we stay in the present moment. We're willing to wait for something. We make an investment. We persevere because we expect sustainable results. If you want that garden to bear fruit, you need to take a long-term view of success and get in the garden every day and work on it. When it comes in reverse, it's about limited success or reward. We lack a long-term vision. You might stop waiting for something to happen. You might have to pick the fruit early, if that makes any sense. Some of you may pull away from something that you were very committed to just in November. You may be rethinking something, but watch that you're patient. What in taking a long-term view. I just heard some of you want to leave a company because you know that you can't make it through to retirement there. Interesting. You may struggle with patience a little bit in November. What will be the final outcome in November if Leo stays on present course? The Ace of Wands in reverse. Okay, you guys are very close to starting a new cycle. All you have to do is get over the feeling of vulnerability. I think you are just going to rethink some things. You need a little bit more clarity. You're not ready to invest in the long term yet because it just lacks direction. There's a little bit of a delay with the Ace of Wands in reverse. This is an emerging idea that just will be delayed because it lacks direction. So determine your direction, determine any distractions that are there. This may be a situation that you actually don't want to have start because the Queen of Swords is here and you need to be very direct with a person and make a salute and come up with a good solution. I see at the bottom of the deck, we have the Wheel of Fortune in reverse. Here you are again, Leo, with Strength, the Four of Cups. So I think the next actions coming in and your advice is try to break old cycles and patterns. Don't play out any more karmic cycles. You may feel as though you're somewhat squeezed. You may have a difficult time tolerating the ups and downs. Timing may be an issue in regards to career and relationship changes and relocation changes that might have to do with COVID. But focus on allowing for change to come in your life. The Wheel in reverse can sometimes feel like bad luck. Don't resist change. You're not powerless. Just get comfortable with the ups and downs. But I see some of you are at a turning point, but you don't want to play out any old cycles of karma. You're also feeling a little drained by a situation. So make sure that you have strength of character. Don't let others drain you. Watch out for being triggered by feelings of inadequacy. You're not inadequate. You can tame that lion. Some of you want a support animal, like a support dog. I don't know why I just heard that. I definitely think you guys need a little bit more love and hugs and compassion in November. But watch out that you're not in a situation, you may be in a situation that triggers your strength of character. You may feel a little bored with something and feel like you're being pulled off your destined path. You're definitely going to need to see it from a new point of view. And I think that you guys also do not want to deal with a lot of conflict in November either. Yeah. So stick to the advice. Just stay where you are and watch before you jump in and help anybody. Have good boundaries. Make sure you look past the surface with people. Focus on your self esteem and happiness. If you feel happy, you're on the right path. Believe in yourself. You have gifts that benefit others. Don't think that you aren't worth it. You absolutely are. It's time to regenerate, build your confidence. Look for the clashing in your relationships and focus on positive communications. And it's definitely a month to focus on abundance, but there is some sort of a facade that needs to be addressed, and a forgiveness may need to take place in order for that abundance to flow. Okay, Leo, that's your November forecast. That looked pretty good. I hope it resonates with you and I hope it helps you. Book a private reading with me if you'd like to work with me personally, because you are my favorite sign, my Leo ruled by the sun. I'm always here to listen to the universe for you, Leo. Take care of yourselves. I love you guys. I'll see you next time.